Last year, the legislature and governor approved AB 900, which would provide $7.9 billion more in prisons and jails. In this year's budget, the governor has proposed to cut public education by over $5 billion. Okay. We're making more space for prisoners, while at the same time we're closing elementary, middle, and high schools. Since 1980, California has built 23 new prisons, yet only one new university.
We are here today to stand in opposition to this initiative being sponsored by Senator George Runner and his wife, Assemblymember Sharon Runner.
We all want safe neighborhoods, but this initiative is not about safe neighborhoods. This initiative is about saying boo to the people of California.
All our kids need is support. They need an adult who cares for them, who wants to invest in them, who will provide them alternatives.
There's a failed education system in this state for certain segments of the population, and there's a failed prison system in this state for certain segments of the population. They're not being rehabilitated in prison, they're not being trained in prison, and why would we want to pass another initiative to send a whole bunch more people to prison for minor infractions?
What we want to make sure is that once someone who has made a mistake and that has served their time and that is attempting to re-enter society, that they have a chance to do that, and the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is doing their job.
We have enough people in prison. What we don't have in California is enough people in school. What we don't have in California is enough people with health care. What we don't have in California is enough people with opportunity. When it's easier for a young person in a city that I come from of Oakland to get a gun than a high school diploma, something's wrong. You don't need a new law.
This is not at all, in my opinion, about safe communities. It's about another bogus initiative. It's a hoax on the public. Because if you look down underneath this initiative, it has very little to do with creating safe communities, has very little to do with saving my community, has very little to do with rehabilitating our people and giving them quality schools in urban areas. And I am glad to stand with this coalition. And this is not the first speech you're going to hear. You're going to hear a lot more because we're going to defeat this sucker. We want everybody to vote no on it.
What we know is that when you invest, every dollar that you invest in education pays off fourfold in rehabilitation, pays off fourfold in prevention. Every dollar. And that every dollar that you pour into prisons and incarceration is wasted.